8:33 your time now, and city leaders have their work cut out for them in the wake of the indictment against Mayor Eric Adams.
City Council Speaker Adrienne Adams says she hasn't spoken to the mayor since his indictment. She's also not calling for him to step down. Listen.
The issue of resignation for me is a personal choice for the mayor. It is something that it is in his purview to think about it. At this point, I'm not going to offer a recommendation for resignation.
But not everyone agrees with the speaker. Several council members are demanding Adams' resignation. So one of them is Brooklyn City Councilman Lincoln Restler, who is joining us this morning. So good morning, Councilman. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Hazel and Justin. Good to be with you.
Yeah, you think Mayor Adams needs to resign. I mean, you just heard Speaker Adams say she's not ready to make that recommendation. So why do you think he needs to resign?
I think Speaker Adams elaborated further to say the mayor's got a lot of hard thinking to do and has a tough decision to make in front of him and wanted to give him a little bit of space there. But it's clear to me that the mayor has to resign. Being mayor of New York City is one of the most demanding jobs in the country, if not the world. It's 24/7, 365. And it is simply impossible to bring the focus and attention that is needed for this job, to make our community safe, to ensure that we're tackling the affordability crisis, to ensure our schools are well run and well resourced, when you have a criminal indictment hanging over your head. This administration has suffered a severe exodus of senior officials. There are, beyond the mayor's indictment, 4 different investigations. The mayor needs to do the right and responsible thing for New Yorkers, to resign, put our interests first so that we can turn the page and ensure that our government is actually working for us.
Councilman, you mentioned those staffing holes here. The mayor says he has been able to run the city despite the investigation going on now for close to a year. He says he can still run the city and also mount a defense. Do you believe he can balance both here?
No, it's impossible. It's untenable. There's no world in which the mayor, with a criminal indictment, a very severe and grave criminal indictment hanging over his head, that he can manage this job. We all saw the substance of the indictment. $120,000 in gifts, illegal gifts that he's received, a corruption scheme with straw donors, foreign nationals contributing to his campaigns. This is not okay. And there is no world in which he can manage this extremely demanding job and with this criminal indictment before him. And so, look, if he doesn't do the right thing and resign, then there are options within the city charter that need to be pursued to remove him from office. And that could include the governor taking action and removing him from office, or the forming of a committee on an inability to serve, where 5 designated New York, the speaker and the controller and the one borough president, 1 deputy mayor, and the corporation council would come together to make a recommendation for his removal. New Yorkers need a full-time mayor. We deserve a full-time mayor. The mayor has to resign.
What do you think the chances are, though, if the governor doesn't ask for him to resign, that city charter could actually take place?
I think both options are very live. The governor gave a clear statement yesterday that she wants the mayor to consider his options carefully while she considers her own. I imagine that the folks on this committee on the inability to serve are seriously considering their options as well. The pressure is going to continue to build on the mayor. We've seen about 1/3 of the council or more already call for his resignation. That number will. We've seen the New York Times call for his resignation. More editorial boards will follow. We're going to continue to see state and federal leaders, civic leaders, business leaders call for his resignation because it is untenable to serve with this criminal indictment. We have never, ever in the history of New York City had a mayor charged with federal criminal indictment. This is a first. It is a dark time for New York City. We need to start restoring faith and confidence in our government. That means turning the page and ending the tenure of Mayor Adams.
And speaking of turning the page here, if the mayor were to step down, is a transition something you and other members are now talking about in meetings?
We're certainly talking about it and thinking about it and reviewing what the process is. The public advocate would come in on an interim basis for somewhere in the range of 60 to 90 days before an election is called, depending on when the resignation or removal from office occurs. And we'll do everything we can to support public advocate Jumaane Williams in that transition and make sure that he has the full support of city government to help him succeed. New Yorkers need a mayor that is fully focused on this job, and I hope that we can transition to Jumaane and then a special election to make that happen.
Yeah, and in talking to New Yorkers, I think that's one of the main concerns right now with the mayor having to deal with this indictment right now. Some of the major departments within the city, we're talking about the NYPD, the FDNY, the Department of Education, all in this transition time. It's like, how is anything getting done?
You know, we've seen, in addition, the health commissioner, his chief counsel, others all leaving, and more will leave, because while the mayor's already been indicted, there are 4 other federal investigations. The sheriff was raided last night by the Department of Investigation. The cronyism and corruption that exists in this administration has been deeply, deeply offensive. And while this indictment is shocking, it's not surprising. This mayor has prioritized cronyism and loyalty over ethics and competence. And so more shoes are going to drop. And that's why we should just turn the page. It's time for the mayor to resign. New Yorkers deserve a mayor who is fully focused on addressing our needs. I worked for the previous mayor. I know how intense and demanding the job is. It's from early till late every single day. There is always a fire somewhere in New York City, and you have 300,000 people working for you. People need a city government that is fully responsive to them. It doesn't work when a mayor is more focused on saving his skin in federal court than on working for the people of New York City.
All right, Councilman Restler, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.